Hey, it's the first Tuesday of the month, you know what that means. The Duracell Car Pack is here, and there's a lot to discuss. Skywarp 72 here, Cruizers Motorsports Gaming, and we're here to discuss the latest DLC in the Forza Horizon series. 9 cars, from Ford to BMW. Let's cruise around this corner without lifting, shall we? Jumping on the bad boy of the pack is the 17 Chevrolet Camaro. Anyone who is a car guy can admit the Camaro, even though a Holden underneath, has come a long way since its mullet-clad youth. It's said in the advertisements for the 4th generation Camaros that they had more technology inside them than the space shuttle. Well, the new 5th gen should be able to take us to Uranus, if we so desire, with the latest Gen LT1 motor and magnetic dampers in the suspension. The only problem is it starts above A-Class, making it a tough go amongst all the exotics that usually dominate R1 and R2. JDM fans, I'm sure, have creamed their pants over the 95 Nissan Nismo GT-R LM. That's because no one will ever get a chance to actually drive one because, well, there is only one in the world. Only one was built to satisfy the rules of the GT1 class of its era. Nissan took an R33, made it rear-wheel drive, and widened it basically. It has stayed locked up in Nissan's R&D department ever since making the rounds of the 95 International Auto Show circuit. In-game, it handles like a scalded hell demon on rails. But since the JDM kiddos aren't into much else but drifting nowadays, I don't expect to see this car doing anything but going sideways on online gameplay. The 1992 Ford Falcon GT is being offered up this month for our Australian die-hard drivers, and there are plenty of them out there from what I've seen on the forums and Facebook groups. A sequentially injected 302 developed by Tickford vehicle engineers, this vehicle as well has a low number production car as well. The styling, even though it's rear-wheel drive, looks like it could have been the predecessor to, say, the Mercury Mystique. This thing screams 90s louder than an episode of Power Rangers. It looks about as good as any four-door car can from that era. Yeah, about as good. No car pack, it seems, is without its tanks and worthless vehicles, as we also get the rather taxi-looking 15 Jaguar XES and some old SUV that no one's going to give a shit about. The two I couldn't wait to get to out of this pack, however, evoke memories from Forza Motorsport 4, as we see the return of two of my favorite B-Class cars from my personal garage. The BMW 507 with its 3.2-liter V8, dual carbs, and yeah, blah blah blah. Factory stats wouldn't be too impressive now. But in 1959, it was quite formidable, and even more so as almost a leaderboard car in Forza Motorsport 4. The design, by a man named Count Albrecht Gortz, yes, I said Count, is timeless, as is the fun I plan on having with this car. Fellow Forza Motorsport 4 alumni car tagging along is just proof it's still fun to drive a slow car fast. The Volvo 242 Evolution suffered the same slow marks as most of 80s cars, but with its factory Garrett turbo and intercooler, it assured PTA moms would arrive quickly to meetings and practices. The boxy but fast title is still my chosen one for Forza Motorsports 4. Can we expect these back in the Motorsports series when 7 drops? Man, I hope so. Joining the car list from elsewhere this month is the Duracell 2016 GTA Spano. The Spano, being the Mexico contribution to the world supercar market, is already a dark horse in the S2 class, now coming to you in the March Duracell paint livery. Don't panic if you haven't gotten yours yet, the website said giving them out would be slow. But speaking of cars from countries not known to sell in the sports car market, India enters the ring with their Tamo Racemo. It's a mid-engine, 188 horsepower, limited production sports car with a few feathers for curb weight. While its styling may have a lot of consumers on the fence about it, the turbo will pull you in, and the addition of the Miata-like handling, this thing is a very, very cool add to the roster of cars in the game. Again, having racers foaming at the mouth, wondering if it's going to be included in FM7. With as fun as this vehicle is, time will tell. Speaking of cars wanted in the Motorsports series, I'm still championing getting an 88 or an 89 Chevrolet Beretta GTU, or even a 90 Indy Pace Car Beretta upon release for FM7. Just throwing it out there, Turn 10, just throwing it out there. Oh, and apparently I've picked up a few fans as people are starting to message me while I'm online to talk about the videos. So, you want to be an honorary cruiser? In both FM6 and FH3, the official Cruizers logo is available and shared under my gamertag. You know what it is. So there it is, all 9 DLC cars dropped for the month of March. Tell me what you think of them down below in the comments. As always, share this video with your friends, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel for all that is Forza. Keep an eye out for next week's vid around Monday, as it will be in-car race footage of my first race of the 17 season at Palm Beach International Raceway. This is Skywarp 72. I'm out of here, I'm going racing.